top 3 scorers for TCU this season. So,
oh, that's all?
Yeah, right, exactly. So really looking for TCU to kind of redefine themselves, I think, tonight with some of these younger players, but really getting some good experience, I think, will be such a pro for them.
TCU is in the white, Missouri State Lady Bears in the maroon, and great to have you with us tonight. The 5th all-time matchup between TCU and Missouri State, with TCU holding a 3-1 advantage. This is the freshman inside, Jade Masagayo, with a rude awakening against 6'7" Patricia Morris, and TCU trying to leak ahead.
You like seeing Morris being aggressive on the defensive end right off the bat.
And Tara Manumale'unya getting the start, as you see, along with Taiwo, Fisher, Godfrey, and Patricia Morris on the inside. A little lean-in jumper from Anaya Thomas, the leading scorer from Missouri State, comes up empty.
That's her sweet spot, too, and shooter on TCU was really working on keeping the ball out of the paint right there. So Godfrey getting hit on that screen, allowing Anaya Thomas to get into the paint. I'm really interested to see this matchup down low between these two. Both of them are just long athletes, and seeing each other affect each other's shots is going to be fun to watch.
Patricia Morris is going to earn some more time on the floor thanks to those 3 players, Cravens, McCallow, Lucy Ebay, who are all out for this game. She's from right here in Fort Worth, banging inside India Green on the fadeaway. Masagayo to follow for 2.
Key to this game for TCU is keeping the Lady Bears off the offensive boards.
This Missouri State 12th in the nation in offensive rebounds per game at 16.5. Attacking from the high post, Kanisha Godfrey, and getting her going is key for Reagan Peebly's team. Played 4 years at a great program at Iowa, and now as Morris gets yet another block, another offensive rebound, make it 2 on the play for India Green, but she can't spin it home.
4 already in this opening quarter.
Something that TCU was aware of coming in. They got to keep being aware of it. As Fisher drives inside, no look dish off to Morris in traffic for 2.
Fisher sees the court so well. She's a leading assist player at American for 4 years. There we go. Delarue hits a shot in transition. She can shoot too.
As TCU gets 8 inches shorter with that substitution. Tara Manumale'unya partially blocked by India Green as she went up. And here come the Lady Bears. Game still tied at 5 midway through the first quarter. Delarue slips it inside, and Kennedy Taylor has the easy finish.
Great pass. I think that they're trying to change up their rhythm, and it's working. Their field goal percentage on their first shots is bad.
And going to the line to shoot, too, where she's 47% this season. Out of Shawnee Mission, Kansas, but a transfer from Colorado. The first season at Missouri State.
We're looking at them trying to find a new rhythm, and it's going to take a bit, and hopefully they can withstand this push by Missouri State. That's a good shot by them in transition.
Yeah, playing her first game after missing 3 in a row, but even Isabel.
A new challenge to overcome. I will say this age of athlete with COVID and everything they've had to deal with, the flexibility is probably greater than maybe when we played back in our day, right? Nothing like that happened, but they're used to having batches of people out for games at a time, right? So hopefully they'll be able to get some offense.
16.5 offensive rebounds a game. They already have 7. Stepping into another one. Green, no, but guess what? Another offensive rebound. Taylor, and a third on the possession. Wilson from the elbow. Over the top. Another offensive board. Without 3 players, 3 starters, because they're getting ejected against George Washington back on Monday. A miss from outside by Taylor, but a rebound for TCU. And Godfrey can start the break, throwing it up from the hip off the Euro step.
Yeah, and I hope she doesn't focus just on the scoring. I do think it's there, but I think it'll start for her to try to form their personality around that, I think, a bit, just the grinders. And Godfrey would be the one to step.
Another rebound for India Green. That's already number 7 for Green. 3-point jumper by Thomas, and she knocks it down. 3 this season.
Yeah, that is not her game. She is feeling it. She's not a 3-point shooter, but pulls up behind the arc and just knocks it down.
She had been closer to a 30% 3-point shooter at Kansas, but Emily Fisher beating Taylor. You can just see visually how much bigger Missouri State is than TCU. Quick rebound and ahead to Godfrey. Manumale'unya, the transition 3, and she banks it home. TCU, a team that gets to the free throw line a lot, but they've only been there for 1 for 4 so far. Trust with Coach Peebley, and it's so big for the point guard and the head coach to trust each other.
Over to more of that combo 2 guard has allowed Emily Fisher to come in, but I love the stability Emily brings to the offense. She just seems so in control.
Quick hands by Anaya Thomas, and she starts her own break. Free ball again. White gets after it on the floor. And here comes Fisher for TCU. Tomi Taiwo still trying to get into the act. She leads the team in scoring at almost 15 a game. Godfrey's going to the bucket, and 1. And Kenesha Godfrey helping to bring it as well. It's a 9-0 run for TCU.
I think some defensive stops. They've gotten some turnovers and allowed them to really run and get some momentum offensively. Everything feels better when that ball's going in, right? But it usually starts with the rebound or the defensive end.
White's all over the place. Able to get through. Tough defense.
It's big for a freshman to come in, put a body on somebody.
Godfrey attacks, stays with it, and scores. One Frog defense is something to write home about.
Yeah, they are playing tough, aren't they? Not as many crashers on the boards that time for the Lady Bears. TCU able to secure it.
Manu Malaunia, nothing but net. Second of the game for the transfer from Arizona. A 1-point game. TCU's really in the thick of it now. Paige Rocca trying to settle it down, get it into the post. Taylor in traffic, fouled for TCU defensively. That's a career-high 5 blocks for Morris in this one.
Morris is impressing me, too. She's able to move her feet. She's really been able to affect so much down there.
Something she really worked on in the offseason. Second free throw, no, and the rebound knocked out. Banged with Kenesha Godfrey. But Taiwo's good to go. Fisher trying to move off that screen and fouled.
I think she knows Fisher's eyesight's so good on the court. Her visibility is so good that she wants to mess with her.
Best Fisher can do is tie it here. She has 3 assists to go with now 4 points. Reagan Peebley not afraid to mix it up. Man-on-man defense. At time they've been zone in this one. Thomas takes the handoff. Leans in and she's fouled. And yeah, when Beth Cunningham took the job, she needed a point guard. She said it was a huge hole on the team. Career-high 9 assists against UTSA.
Yeah, she brings some stability, I think, to their team and some experience.
Now trying to get it after it on the offensive end against Taylor, and her fadeaway doesn't fall. Taylor great in open space. Fisher cuts her off, though. Thomas against Fisher. Pair of 5s going at it. Thomas into the zone. Lays it off for Taylor for 2. Rocca there on the catch. Bradley tries a 3. Hard off the heel, but White, offensive rebound. Fisher cutting. Glass good.
Breon White, my girl.
It has started on the defensive end for Breon White, the transfer from Oklahoma. Now it's carrying over to the offensive side, too.
I'm sure the Bears would love to get Wilson involved here offensively.
But Rocca instead hit.
When you look down their numbers, they don't have anybody that scores a ton, but they're deep and they're able to score at a lot of different positions.
Now Thomas runs down another offensive rebound, long miss, long rebound, and that resets the shot clock down to 20. Masagallo hasn't scored yet, feeds a cutting Green. Her fadeaway in the lane goes. Getting the first start of her career tonight. Green forces one up, and that's a double-double. Her second of the season.
Breon White shaking her head there, but that was contested. That was a good hit by Green.
Probably one of those scouting report things.
She wasn't supposed to shoot that.
Yeah, we'll give her the 16-footer.
Exactly.
And that makes it a 9-point lead for Missouri State. They led by as many as 13. TCU came back to tie it, but a burst by Missouri State. They've been in control most of the game. Morris underneath. Quick catch and shoot comes up short. Long rebound kept alive, and Taiwo has it. Tomi Taiwo, her first 2 for the leading scorer for the Horned Frogs.
She needed that bucket to get her started tonight.
Something to go her way. Taiwo, who has had 12 or more in 7 straight, has a long way to go to get there, but that's a start. Missouri State still leads it by 5. Wilson underneath and a reach-in foul. Super Bowl 29 winning team with the 49ers.
She's been battling some injuries, too. They're trying to figure out her rhythm in practice, out of practice.
Doubt about it. And with her minutes played tonight, she has passed Jackie Stiles for all-time minutes played in Missouri State history. How about that? You pass Jackie Stiles in anything, you're doing all right. Patricia Morris, the deep catch. First foul on Taylor. Already 3 team fouls here in the quarter on Missouri State's. Rolls the first.
The stat that isn't shown is just how she's affecting things defensively.
Godfrey, an offensive rebound, the twirl. Can't get it to go. It's kept alive to the corner, but Godfrey not rewarded for the hard work there. Wilson dumping it off. Taylor, power dribble, and fouled to the ground. For the first time this year, as Jade Masagayo got her start. Number 2 player coming out of Kansas, out of Shawnee Mission High School. And really her first action in her career this season after TCU trying to hang around, shorthanded as they are, to pick up a non-conference win. On this offensive side, TCU limited to 33% shooting tonight. Late in the shot clock, Manu Malaunia, it's knocked away into the backcourt. Bryant chasing after it, and a late foul is called. Again, there was only 1 on the shot clock. It goes. Not found the free throw line kind in this one. It's a couple shots.
She's more talented than that. What her stats show.
1 for 5 today. At corner 3 doesn't fall, but another offensive rebound by the Lady Bears. If you're joining us late, that has been the theme so far. And second chance opportunity. It's offensive rebound number 19 in this game. But a turnaround jumper. Sure, she takes it into the paint.
Nice turnaround jumper by Emily Fisher.
Fisher with 8 in this one. Her season high was 13 against UTSA. That's the most she's had since that matchup. TCU playing without 3 starters in this one. Quick catch and shoot, 3 ball. Could match that largest lead, even exceed it this possession. Kennedy Taylor catches in the double team. Nice feed to Thomas for 2.
TCU, it feels a little stalled. I will say, I think TCU is trying their best. I don't think it's for lack of effort. I think that they are just having a hard time getting into rhythm themselves.
TCU playing shorthanded in this one without 3 players. And great job by Anaya. Giving up about 70 points a game. Breon White takes the handoff. It's through defenders, but hits the underside of the rim. Lady Bears giving up 46% shooting to opponents.
And their rhythm has to speed up out here, so it's normal for your percentage to go down, but I know Coach Peebley would love to see some of those balls go in. 69% free thrower for her career. It's both. And extends that Missouri State lead to 17, their largest of the night. Remember, TCU had come back to tie the game in the second quarter. Godfrey hit as she goes by, and with 6 blocks, it's harder for her to affect a game where you need to get up and down to get back in the contest. Absolutely. She drastically affects, again, giving their other point guard some opportunities to lead this offense.
1 for 2 trip.
Didn't go their way, but that's such good effort to get back in transition.
Godfrey, the quick first step, fouled again. TCU, one of the top 20 in the nation in that respect. Used to having the ball in her hands, used to taking a ton of shots, and she's just in a stretch where the ball is not going in.
Way to get out of those type of slumps. I mean, 26 points in the opener. We know that she can score. The only way to get out of it is really just to shoot through it, and I know that's not what any shooter wants to hear.
Double her 3rd of the season, 10 points, 13 rebounds.
She's been quietly effective tonight.
For a 4-5 player at this level, but she'll be very effective. She has the ball out near midcourt to start the 4th quarter. If TCU is going to get back into this one, Whitney, what is it going to take?
The defensive intensity and just 1 shot per possession. That's their only hope, to rebound every single time on the defensive end. The game plan, even when the game feels like it's getting away from you.
A 20-point advantage by Missouri State, their largest of the ball game. Here's Godfrey. She's been effective getting to the rim. Just hasn't been able to convert. Taiwo has had an off game. The leading scorer for the team is fouled on her way to the hole.
Beyond the win of this game, right? It's to get these people reps at their positions and to get shots.
3 starters, as you mentioned, Bella Cravens at their positions as well. Combined 13 rebounds are lost with those 3. That's an early 3 with an 18-point lead. I don't know about that shot, but here comes Taiwo out to Manu Malaunia. Thomas went for the steal, and so Tara drills it. Robertson the board, a long 6'2 guard. Fisher trying to get it to the rim runner, but quick hands by Paige Rocca to create the steal. Thomas weaving through traffic underneath past Robertson.
Takes advantage right when the defense isn't quite ready for her. Fisher frustrated at that turnover in the backcourt, unlike her.
Her 5th double-figure game in 7 starts this season for the Lady Bears. Robertson attacking with her length.
They really are excited for her to come along again, this game being beneficial in her development.
Another takeaway. Taiwo to the glass. TCU fighting back. They're only down by 14 thanks to the active defense. They forced 18 turnovers by Missouri State. They need a few more to continue the comeback effort. Sydney Wilson back in high post. Into the freshman, Masagayo, and cannot hit it. First team foul on TCU. And get a look at Jade. Just unlimited potential with that frame.
Absolutely. Storied program, too. You get a chance to get coached by... That wasn't just cross-court. That was left-handed cross-court. That was impressive.
Taiwo around the screen and all the way to the right. Lead, now it's down to just 12. Taiwo attacks. Manu Malaunia. Capable from outside. Draws the double. Taiwo stepping back, staying on the dribble, crossing over and forcing contact again. Show me Taiwo, a player that you want at the line for TCU. Although it's too strong. Teams in the country on Iowa now playing a starring role here at TCU.
To create a lot more for herself versus someone else creating for her.
That's a great point. Taiwo coming in just very consistent over her last 7 games. She had hit at least 2 threes. Today, she's 0 of 3 from distance.
The fact that she's only gotten 3 off, I know she's been looking for them, is a testament to the defense that Missouri State has played on her.
Yeah, one of the best defensive games of the season for Missouri State as they look for this road win. Wilson may have just put it away with a huge triple.
That girl's going to make her shot if she gets space. That thing is technically pretty perfect.
Wilson so efficient, but Fisher right back. Victory in their last 51 attempts. Rocca underneath. Out to the corner, catch and shoot, Delarue open, no offensive rebound. Taylor going, dug themselves a hole. They're trying to dig out of with speed. Taylor, when she plays with a motor, she's really good. TCU down by 13, little under 4 to play. It goes through Emily Fisher. Morris is wide open. Back to 11. And it's stolen away by Taiwo. She can make it a 1-digit game. She does. Trying to drain some clock. In a position to pick up the win. Ball knocked away, and Taiwo has the steal. Taiwo, her motor always churning. Nearly picked up an and one.
Defensive group back in the game. Breon White doing such a great job on the boards.
41%. Will that be the number they look back and say, could have had them tonight?
The good thing is those are all controllables, all fixables.
Great point. Missouri State stuck in the backcourt. Taiwo nearly had another steal. Missouri State needs a great possession, up by 7 with 2 minutes left. Again, TCU out of team fouls. High post, India Green. Initiating offense with 10 to shoot it. Handoff. Sydney Wilson. Her 129th career game. She is fouled at the line. Wilson's nailed 2 threes in this one. She has 10 rebounds. And she has another couple ticks put back on the clock. TCU trying to take advantage of the renewed life. Into Taiwo. Tomi Taiwo, a little space, bangs it down, 6-point game. If you're TCU, do you just play it out, or do you start to
I think this possession you play it out.
Okay.
This is a big one, though.
Paige Rocca is fouled. Maybe not intentional. Rocca to the line. Career 69% foul shooter, 73% this year. And a player that can stretch the floor, gives him versatility, and a junior that has a little experience out there and makes it a 3-possession game. TCU not only down by 7, they also have 2 timeouts. Need to be efficient. Fisher, Robertson attacking. Pulls up 17-footer and the freshman stroke. TCU had trailed by 20 here in the 4th quarter. What a fight. And before the inbound pass.
Yeah, I think this fight back is a big win for Coach Peebly.
First one missed by Thomas. Thomas, no good. Rebound White. And it's going into the front court. For 2 at the line this season. And the first one is strong.
The freshman, not many reps with this kind of pressure.
Forced into action with all the players out. The second one, no good, but Godfrey has the rebound. TCU to inbound. Down by 5. White out to Taiwo. The drive. Contact.
If they do play this out, this defensive rebound possession is the most important of the night.
Thomas into Wilson. Wilson is double, trying to throw through it. They are playing it out for now. Robertson all over Wilson. Robertson fades over to Rocca. A lot of body with no call. Now doubled. 16 to shoot it. Wilson out front. And now a foul. And from an experience perspective, the Lady Bears, this is who you want at the line. Sydney Wilson. The double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds. She's 5 of 5 at the line. TCU looking for a quick bucket, however they can get it. Robertson into White, double clutches it, trying to set up Taiwo. Taiwo is open for 2. 11.4. Best free throw shooter would be Wilson, number 21. Or Delarue, number 20, into Wilson, trying to get the foul quickly. They can't. A lot of time coming off the clock, and Wilson is finally fouled.
Not the person you want on the line if you're TCU.
Conversely, Lady Bears are just fine with Sydney Wilson being at the line. A 6-for-6 evening and her 5th double-double of her outstanding career. Sydney Wilson to make it really tough on TCU, but the first one is off. Now, again, TCU out of timeouts. They'll have to go the full length and hit a 3 if this is missed. Sydney Wilson may have something else to say about it, though, as she calmly knocks down the second. 6.4 seconds left. Into Fisher. TCU once trailed by 20. Fisher for 3. It falls off, and Missouri State survives and wins their first road game of the season, 63-59.